What's up? It's your girl holiday season. I'm back with another story time. Y'all see my teeth ain't hanging on. Yeah. When he got it right on them. When he got it right on. But yeah, how y'all doing? My name is Holiday Season. I'm glad y'all are here today. And hopefully y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because you here again, baby. You here again, baby. Come on now. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do that. Like, just do it. Oh, and let me add, holla at me. What? Holla at me. Okay, holla at me. Okay, holla at me. Holla at me. Okay, so boom. This boy name is going to be in. Okay, so basically, this what happened. So, I'm going to tell y'all about a little bit more about who N is when, like, deep down. Because sometimes people don't listen all the way through. And they think they know, and they don't. So, basically, what happened was, okay, me and Aunt met through, like, we met each other through an app. So, basically, it was just kind of like, you know how, like, okay, you meet somebody and that person knows somebody else and da-da-da-da, right, blah, blah, blah. So, right, that's how me and Aunt met. So, this one day, I was just so sick of work, and like I was like so tired because at this time I had noticed like this certain thing. I'm not gonna say because it's just too much, and people can just look up your information and you just don't know what the hell going on. But anyway, so basically, yeah. So I was just like, you know, at this time I was tired of going to work, and I was just like, I need a day to myself. Like, I just need a day to myself. And so, like, once again, there's something else about Tinder. So here go Tinder. Tinder get you in trouble, bro. Tinder just get you in trouble. So basically, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna go hang out right now, and then I'm gonna go in like later or whatever. So basically, this Aunt was just like, it's like I felt like I knew Aunt, but I kind of didn't. But it was just like, I said he looked familiar, but you know when you young, you just didn't care. Like, pull up, pull up. Okay, got the wheels. Let's go. Let's ride. That's so unsafe. Don't be pulling up on nobody nowadays. Like, ladies, please. Just don't do it. I don't even know. I don't even suggest dates anymore. People be lying about who they are. People do not tell the truth. People just be, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I was just feeling like, I was talking back and forth with him. We also was on FaceTime or whatever, right? And like, it seemed decent to me. Don't judge people from that. People can be a whole different person, right? So basically, when he sent me the address or where to pull up, because I'm like, he's like, now you gonna pull up for real or you just playing? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pull up for real. And so like, when he told me the people he knew, I was like sending locations. Like, I had told Rosie like where I was gonna be or whatever, and I was like, hey Rosie, you know such and then she was like, hey, I do know Aunt is the person. Remember when we was at the little restaurant, I think the one that I did about checkers, and I was like, the boy that was in there that I didn't talk to, him, this is Aunt, right? So basically Aunt was just like, it was like, yeah, I do know her or whatever. So I was just like, oh, y'all do know each other? He was like, yeah, I know her. Like, that's my dog. This and this and this. And remember, I said she gave him a hug. Yeah, that's him. So basically, she was just like, yeah, like, I just feel like, let me chill out, because, you know, I get too excited when I tell the story. So basically, it was just like, yeah, so it was like, you gonna pull up or not? And I was just like in the bed, like, word, pull up. And I was leaning towards pull up. So basically, when I said I was gonna pull up, he was just like, okay, just let me know when you around the way. And like, me and Aunt kind of had hit it off real close or whatever. But it's just crazy how shit went about it. Like, I just kind of felt like people thought they had like a one up and you didn't. Like, it's like when people think they get one up, it's really not no one up. Sit down. So basically, and it gets messy, y'all. It gets very messy with Aunt. So she said she knew him or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So, okay. When I finally decide that I'm going to pull up on him, I'm telling him like, hey, it's saying like you this many minutes away. And so it's kind of like Rosie was kind of giving me like the rundown or whatever. She was like, okay, he said he stayed over there. I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, I thought, you know, he stayed this certain place. And I was just like, how would you know? Anyway, so yeah, so it was just, that was just kind of, I don't know, like it's like a lot of times she knew more than what she let on. And I kind of felt like I didn't do that to her. Like, if it was somebody like you was interested in, I would tell you the full rundown on that person. Like, it's no lies. I don't have to tell a lie. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I'm trying to say. So basically, it's just like, I just gotta, never mind, let me not get into it. So basically, I head over there to that to the apartment or whatever, and like I said, the place was very familiar. So we get up there, right, it's just giving like bando or whatever, and I don't know, it was okay. And so when I got in there, it just, the boy was sitting on like this little stool. So he was like sitting on this stool, and then it was a girl over here to the side, and I was like, that girl looked familiar and that boy looked familiar. Like, they look so freaking familiar, right? But I just couldn't put my hand on who it was, right? And so I just kept looking at him, but he, like, the other boy, he looking down at his phone like this, almost like he know I'm trying to study who he is. So then Aunt like, okay, we go back here to the room, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So we in the like chilling, watching a movie, and it was just like, we was talking too, and like the conversation was so cool. He could have a dope ass conversation. Like, it was just like, conversation was cool. So I wanted to ask him about the boy, and then I was like, who was that in there? He was like, I think he gave him like a street name. So he probably said, like, let's just say his name was Lil Scooter. Not Lil Scooter for real. Do not be going to go hit up Lil Scooter, please. He was like, oh, his name Scoop Boot. And so I was just like, oh, okay. So I wasn't familiar with that. And so it was like, the boy Lil Scoop had like I think he kind of had like a condition. I don't know what it is, but it made him not noticeable in a way. And I swear, like, not being funny, but it was just like, I was like, damn, like, that boy looked very familiar. And it's just like, stuff goes in the you'll be surprised who know who. So basically, I'm just like sitting there talking to him, and he was just like, you know, we were talking to each other, and I was like, well, I'm about to get ready to go, because it was just kind of like, why are they so quiet in the front room? Like, why are they not even talking? I don't know, like, that's kind of, it had kind of got like a little but yeah. And so he had, you know, when you say you about to go, they're like, yeah, I'm finna do this. Boy, you wasn't finna do that. Yeah, she the doom. Boy, it's what you doing. This is your round. Okay, y'all try to take over your child. I'm just playing. Now, make a long story short, I feel like I should say this for later, but the girl, remember when Rosie was like, oh, you should talk to him, you should talk to him, you should talk to him? And I was like, it seemed like some girl looking at him weird. That was the girl from the Checkers. And she was just like, oh yeah, you should talk to him, you should talk to him. And then all of a sudden later, it was like, oh yeah, they used to talk. And like, oh, Aunt talked to this person as well. And it was just kind of like, huh? Like, I was just confused. Like, I know, like, I be talking to, like, I be dating multiple folks, and so do you, but it's just kind of like, you ain't really had to lie about that. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, say if that girl would have lost her mind in there and probably, like, would have said, let me go and end it all. Like, what, like, just say if, like, she would have did something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could at least just, like, it just used to be that thing where, like, you acting clueless. Like, you're not clueless. And like, but you can tell certain business when you ready to tell it, but then don't tell. That used to get on my nerves. Like, oh my God, Rosie, that just used to piss me off. And like, y'all don't think y'all know Rosie, because I had multiple friends, y'all. And this is like, I had buku friends. Me and Rosie been friends since kindergarten. So, you get what I'm saying? So it was just like, I don't know what the world was going on with that. So it was just, I didn't understand. So And I'm getting too far into it, but it just act like that ain't really happened yet. So I'm just like replaying it. I'm like, that boy, damn, that boy look familiar. That little boy look familiar. So basically, I always call everybody little boy. So it's not actually a little boy, but it's just, you know, whatever, figure of speech. So basically, I'm just going on. I going on up the road or whatever, and I'm on the phone with her. I was like, yeah, you know, but oh, let me go back to this. So while we sitting on the bed and we talking, he was just like, acting real slow, kind of like how Rosie was too, like acting slow, like whether he knows, like whether he know the people or not. He was like, I was like, hey, do you know such and such? He was like, yeah, how you know her? Like, I was like, yeah, you know Rosie. He was like, yeah, how you know her? I was like, that's like my bestie. Like, that's my sis. Like, we locked in. Like, he was like, oh yeah, I know her, and I know her cousin. So I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, I know her. And then so I was like, wait, so, and then I started putting it together. I was like, you was from the Checkers that day. He was like, yeah, like, he like, dang, I forgot I worked that job. And you ain't forget, talking about he forgot he worked that job. I was like, Aunt be lying. Aunt was just a liar. So I was just like, okay. So, but back then I'm just like, I wasn't buying it, but you know how like, you know you're not buying it, but you still kind of buy it because it's just like, what else I'm supposed to take or whatever, right? So he was like, yeah, so what, he was like, what's her name, big-headed ass doing? I was just like, oh, nothing, you know, she just be working or whatever, blah, 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 right? Way I'm supposed to be, and I ain't really even go see a nigga. So it was just like, oh, okay, you know, that's cool. That you blah blah blah. And then by that time we leaving. So as I'm leaving out, the boy looking down at the phone again. I'm like, why is he doing it? Why is the boy doing that? Like, who is this boy? Like, it's just like he looked familiar and like whatever, blah blah blah, right? And by this time I didn't know who the girl was, because really couldn't get a good look at her either, and really couldn't get a good look at him. My grace is all you need, for my power is the greatest when you are weak. That is 2 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, 9th verse. So after a while, I'm like, oh, I kind of like, I'm feeling it a little bit. So I'm like, I'm asking her about him. I'm like, so yeah, like, tell me a little bit more about him. Like, how you know him? So she was like, yeah, we all used to like hang out or whatever. And basically, like, you know, we got pictures. All of us used to hang out. And then she was like, but, you know, he used to talk to such and such too. And I was just like, oh, okay. But the girl that she was saying was like no friend of mine. So I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. But she only had said he talked to that certain person. So I'm like, oh, okay. So like, you know, he good, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Ain't got no girl, right? She was like, well, I don't know. You gotta look for yourself. Like, I don't know. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, but it was just like, I wasn't the person to add people on Snapchat, because me, I was the type, I always did like story times and stuff. So it was just like, I'll probably be talking about you or something. So I ain't really never really used to add people or whatever. So it was just like, I ain't really want to be a stalker. Like, I don't know what it is, but I don't want to ever be a stalker. You know? Like, I feel like that's creepy behavior. That's kind of creepy to me. So sometimes go on, I'm just chilling. He wanna meet up again or whatever, but he was like, this time I get dropped off to you. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, just, you know, pull up or whatever, because like I said, house used to be open to everybody. And how about y'all, he used to rap, and like, I used to like the way, you know, his little rhyme used to be a little bit, but it just, one time we was in the car, I'm like, all right, you overplaying it now, I'm really tired, ain't it, man? So I didn't hear that shit. But it was just like, whatever, you know, it be people aspirations and dreams. Who am I to shoot them down, baby? Play the song. If you want me to hear it, play it. whatever. Yeah, so but this time he was like, I need to like stay for like 5 days. So I was just like, okay, cool, because at this time we was kind of hitting it off. But let me tell you, he used to be very flaky. So it'll be like maybe for a couple of days he'll text and then he'll just completely stop. And then a couple of days again, start back up. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of flaky, but I was the type that I really didn't want to be suffocated with your presence. So I felt like at that time that was okay, but it really wasn't. Because like, if you really like a person, you can't go so many days without talking to them. Or if you really like that, you know, whatever, right? So why the world at this time I had like a puppy. So basically I had made this boy the puppy the puppy's dad. So I used to be like, you leaving me with this baby. Let me tell this boy, where the hell you at? Come and get this damn dog. He getting on my fucking nerves. And he'll be like, and so we'll be playing like, oh, you got my son? And then I'll be like, yeah, come and get him. He getting on my nerves. He don't know how to act. And like, the dog used to love him. So I'm like, that's that dog daddy. Not who was co-parenting for the dog. So basically, he'll be like, so where my son? And I just be like, you need to come and get him. Shit, potty train him. He that dog. Oh, my dog used to get on my nerves, but I had to get rid of him because we couldn't have dogs where I moved to. So basically, oh, that hurt my heart because I miss my dog. I miss him. I miss him so much. I miss him so much. But he was so hyper, y'all. Oh my god. So yeah, and like the thing was, we used to do orders too. Like we used to everybody used to do orders with me. Everybody used to be okay. We could make a bag, you know, whatever. And the money used to go to me. Everybody used to be okay with it. Like, I used to be so cool. Like, all my friends, like, every friend I ever had, we was all just cool like that. Like, everybody like, okay. You know, even Rosie, okay. Everybody didn't care. Like, that was a thing. Sometimes it'll be all us in the car. Like, whoever Rosie talked to, then whoever I talked to, we all be in the car and just, and like, sometimes that would hurt the most when these people ain't here anymore. Like, where y'all at? I ain't got no content creator friends. Where y'all at? And like, one thing about it, content creators got to stick together because it don't be no help for us. Like, we get a stalker, they gonna be like, well, you put it on the internet, you really gotta be tied in with some of everybody. Like, great day, like, can I pay for security? Like, anyway, yeah. So yeah, so he was like, he was coming over. I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, I'm gonna get me a bottle. I'm gonna get a bottle. So I had got a bottle of 1800, right? And y'all know 1800 isn't cheap. I don't care what y'all say. $50 and $60 isn't cheap to me. Especially when you do DoorDash. So basically, it's just like, it might take you 2 hours to make them $60. That's too long. Like, no, like, baby, no. So yeah, so we all just chilling, right? We just chilling, and then like at the house or whatever, he playing with the dog, you know, being the dog daddy, and I'm just sitting over there like, oh, hard. And y'all, my nigga do not care that I be talking about these. We had a conversation about these, and he is fine. So don't think that it's me lusting over nothing. I don't want nobody but the dude I have now. And y'all already know. But some crazy stuff going on. So I don't know. Like, I'm just, yeah. Leave my man alone now. My man know what's up. And I know what's up. So this is just, I'm just giving my story about how I need to help other women who on Tinder still. You know, like, great day. Like, people like, can I laugh a little with my story? Like, I feel like y'all wanted me to be sad about my story. Like, I'm not really sad about my stories. Like, these stories, I want to laugh a little. It's okay. You know, not all the times things was bad, but it did. You know, eventually it did with these people. But yeah, because folks just be like, oh, you talking about me? Shut up. Like, that get on my nerves. Like, calm down. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no, 'cause I got you. My man know I got him. That's my baby. That's my heart. Like, the man I got now, nobody can take his place. Y'all got to be damn pushing a goddamn the whole universe to top him. Y'all are never top this man. Leave my man alone. And don't and yeah. Now before I get pissed. Cause I feel like, never mind. I'll talk about that later on I'm gonna talk about it on my other channel. Yeah. So yeah. I'm tired, man. Like, god dang, like, I'm so tired of this. Like, I just had to go on the spree about my man, though. It's a fly. Look, yeah, so we co-parented for the dog and stuff. And, yeah, so he like, oh, yeah, you got some 1800. I was like, yeah, you know, take a few sips. Me, I be like, take a few sips. But I don't know what it was. This dude started gulping down. And, not my dude now. And started, that's my stuff. Like, I don't get it. So basically, you know, like, after we go and do orders or whatever, we come back, we back at the house or whatever, and like then like, it wasn't even, and remember how I said he's supposed to stay 5 days? He didn't even stay the 5 days. He like, hey, I gotta go, this and this. And like, at that moment, I was so pissed. I was pissed off. Because it was just like, you said that you were staying 5 days and now you're not staying 5 days. And like, I felt like I swear, Ant used to get some type of satisfaction from that. He got some type, it made him so just, I don't know what that did to him, but it was just weird how I felt like that made him so happy. Like, why the fuck does that make you so happy? And it was just like, that got on my nerves. Like, and then how about he tried to take the bottle when he left? And he was like, come on now, don't be doing all that. I was just like, nah, because you said that you was staying for the 5 days. Like, where you, at this point, I used to just be pissed off. It used to just piss me off because, where you gotta go? I gotta go to work, I gotta do this and this. Boy, you don't even have no job. He's like, why would I lie about having a job? Why would I lie about having a job? And like, I got the text messages where we was going back and forth. I was like, you just really... I thought y'all, he used to make fun of me talking about it was something that I said. He was like, I don't know. I think I said something, and he used to pick on, like, because he felt like I had an accent. I don't feel like I got no accent. So he was like, don't, I said, no, I was sending voice messages. So I was like, you always talking about you got to go somewhere and you ain't never here with your son. I was like, and don't pull that card with me. Why this dude talking about, don't pull that card with me? Who you think you is? Like, who you think you sitting up there acting like you all mad and this and this? But it used to piss me off, y'all. I used to be pissy. I was pissed. Pissy was me. Because it was just like, what are you doing? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you acting like you just gotta be somewhere else. And I was just starting to think it was somebody else, and which it was, because where did you have to go? And then once again got missing for a couple of days. So at this point, I just got it's like I felt like I couldn't talk to nobody about him and going missing, because here go my friend. I felt like she knew some shit, but then he went on, like, that shit went on for years and years, like that, him doing that, you know what I'm saying? And it just got so annoying.
Hey y'all, it's Future Holiday here. I did not know I didn't finish that video, but thank you for watching that story time. So I'm just going to add this clip in from my other channel. Make sure y'all go follow this other channel at Vlogs with Holla. And Vlogs with Holla, Holla is spelled Holla. Make sure y'all go comment, share, and subscribe on all the videos. Only 2 videos, so that should be easy for you guys. And I just want to thank y'all so much. We had 101 followers. Y'all are just top notch. okay? Y'all have helped me so much get through everything that I need to get through, voicing my opinion, making sure that I'm feeling okay. It's some people, y'all, the day ones, for when I used to tell my story on Snapchat, y'all really be tuned in, and I just really thank y'all for like giving y'all opinions and commenting and doing like little stuff like that. Like, cause some people be so scared to comment over on this side, but they always kind of tell me their opinions on Snapchat. And don't be scared, y'all can comment, and I just want to thank y'all so much. But y'all can watch me finish this wig, and that'll be it. Ta-da! And this ended up being the final look.
So finally, they